Hi everyone, this is Deborah. Welcome back. I'm doing another 15-minute challenge today and I have two things to sort through. So these are the A4 file folders that I have, and I just thought in 15 minutes I should be able to get two of them done. They are about 1.5 inches in thickness, and then they're larger than an A4 so that you can easily fit A4 papers in them. So they're very good for that. But I've just been throwing things in them. This is another of my, stuff, scraps, whatever you want to call them. And I need to get rid of this stuff. So in 15 minutes, I'm going to clean them both out, which is what I've been doing on other videos. I'm going to keep the things that are things that I know, like whole things, like whole papers, depends what it is, ephemera, things like that. Things I've made that I may use, and then the rest is going in the bin. So I'm getting really good at culling and letting go doing this challenge. So let's start. I've got the timer set for 15 minutes and let's go. There's the clock counting down. So we'll start with the white one first. As usual, no idea what I've put in here. Could be anything. Oh, look at that. A piece of cardboard. That's very, I guess it's useful in some ways. A large envelope, but it's bent. So that can go. What is this? Well, that is a nice piece of card. Printables, that can go. All of this stuff can go. What is this? That's a printable. If I want the printables again, I can reprint them. That's a piece of really thick, heavy cardboard. So I will use that for posting things and keeping things from bending if I need it. That is a piece of nice card. Guest check end paper from one of the books. So I always keep my pretty end papers. That's a pretty green one. That's so old I don't even want to think about it. This is an old book that I've obviously bought at an op shop. And obviously this is too, because it says Vinnie's on it. So it's old paper. I'll keep that. This is some old paper from Gulliver's Travels, but I've got most of that book left, so that can stay. Or sorry, go in the bin. Some guest checks can stay. These printables can go. What's that behind there? Oh, my printer didn't work very well when I was printing these. So I don't know why I just didn't throw them out, why I actually kept them. Who knows? Who knows? That's some old papers. Tag I don't want. Printables that didn't really work. All of this. And some old card stock, which I have so much, so I'm going to throw that out too. And that is tub 1, or box A4 folder box 1, done. That's pretty easy. Nothing really that I wanted to keep and scrap there. And this one is the second one. Large paper bag. Tag. What else have we got? Also, oh, that's a tag. We always keep tags. Oh, here I've got some lovely little things I've made. Embellishments, clearly. And that's got a sticky on it. Get that off. Embellishments that I've made. Not that one. That can go in the bin. These can stay. That can go in the bin. Oh, sorry. That's all my handmade stuff there. Bin. That's a clock. I might use that. It's either use it or it goes in the bin at the end of this session. Same with these little things here. That can go in the bin. This is watercolour practice, my bad watercolouring. Woohoo! Look at that envelope. I'll keep that. This, I think, is all my gel press practice sheets. Yeah, so they are quite good for backgrounds, but they're all stuck together, so I'll put a number of them in the bin. I'll keep some. I don't like that one. That can go in the bin. Yep, these can all go. I like the butterflies. Different bits of practicing watercolour and other sorts of things that I've been doing. Little pocket, keep that. Vintage. So what are these? These can all go in the bin. Okay, how am I going? 40, you probably can't see that. 10 minutes 43. And that's some little tags, so I'll keep that. I'm not big on those sorts of sayings. Voyager's fantastic. And here's the botanical. Is there anything in this? No. They're just the covers. That's a big envelope, but I'll get rid of it. And get rid of, well, that's a little book. I could use that inside a larger journal. This is all testing stuff here. Even though that's an end paper, I'm throwing it away because it's oh, that's from my, throw that away. I'll keep that, that's from my boss. I better keep that. This one will go in the bin. That's quite a nice botanical, that can stay. That's Edith Holden, but that's a couple of her books, so I'm throwing that one away. This is all practice stuff where I've been trying to make something clearly and it hasn't really worked out terribly well. Let's see, tags. The vintage exercise book will stay. I like that green end paper. That's a big envelope. Yep, all of that can go. What's in this one? Go. All right, we've got another one gone, but I've got things to use. It's either that or bin, but I've got 9 minutes, so I'm not really panicking. That little tag with the thing on it. I quite like that. I'm going to use that, stick it in. Go. I'll put the other clock down here. Again, that clock has been with me for many, many years. I think it might be sticky backed. Oh, I don't know. I don't have time to find out. Let's stick it in the book here. Many, many, many years, that one. Oh, it didn't stick. Whoops. Doesn't want to stick on there. I just had a feeling it might be sticky back. Let me just see. Although oh, it is. Although the sticky probably doesn't work because it's so old. Oh no, it's a bit sticky still. Like this page because it's all like round things. Got clocks and the cogs. It's lovely. And this one here, this is an old library index card, so I'm definitely going to keep that. Put it that way. I don't have many of these left now. I got a bunch of them years ago, but I've passed most of them on where I've used them, so I only come across the odd one or two now, but that's okay. When I go travelling next, I'll have a look for some. I did actually look while I was away last year, but nothing really, you know, jumped out at me as to what I was going to do. And I'm going to put this one onto here. I just have to cut it down a little bit. That's cut really crooked. See if I can straighten it up. My cutter, it would fit on the table, but there's so much other mess on it. But I have it over on my bench and I tend to get up and use it. That's why I don't have it right here right now, because it's quite big. And that's just the norm, is that I'll hop up and cut what I need. When I find when I've got it here on the table with me, it just dominates. and it gets in the way of doing any of this. It's bad enough with everything else sitting on the table without having that as well. Oh, come on. Goodness me. Sometimes I can't get this double-sided tape off, and it's all right normally, but today I'm busy. I want the butterflies up the right way. This is done on the gel press with a oh, I can't remember what they're called now. Anyway, it's done on the gel press with a rubber mat that prints in reverse. It's a Carabelle Studios one, that one. And I've got other things here. I suppose I could keep those papers and say that they're papers, but these ones here I can't. These ones here are definitely not, you know, the ones that you can keep. I might put this little strip of photographs up here. Oh, what happened to our time? I didn't think it went off, so I'll have to go back and look at the video. But I guess it's done now. I must have bumped it and stopped it by accident. I thought I had a few minutes left. So I'll just give myself a couple minutes just to stick this one in. And then I'll go back and look at the video and see what happened there, because clearly something happened. Okay, we'll call this done then. And that is the end of this tub, so everything else will be put into the rubbish bin so that I've got a clean out in the bin. All that gone. Okay, that was a bit weird, but anyway, this is Deborah, and that was another 15-minute challenge. Thanks for joining me. Cheers.